Why is it that when you buy a new car, you cannot leave the car dealership without having purchased car insurance? The very simple reason is that the bank knows that if you drive out and there is an accident that happens, how are they going to make sure that you pay them back the money that they lent you? The way they protect themselves is by getting car insurance. They want to make sure you have full coverage so that that vehicle is paid in full. But why, my friends, is it that when we walk out of a hospital and we're born as a baby, we're not required to have actual life insurance? You know, right now, if you're watching this video, it is very likely you have not had a recent review of your finances. It's very important that number one, you're making sure your financial house is in order. Look, I'm a real estate broker and we talk about getting a house, getting yourself into a property, but before making that step into invest in a property, one of the things that I started doing with my clients, realizing that although many of them were excited, some of them didn't feel they were ready to purchase. So I integrated financial coaching, now have a financial practice where we check if your financial house is in order. That is a complimentary service. You take a look at how much money you're making, what your expenses are, what your future goals and dreams are, and making sure you're taking advantage of all the benefits there are to be able to save more money and be able to grow your wealth in the long term, while you are protected, just like that car, right? Number two, most likely you have not checked if you have the new kind of insurance. Let me tell you this. So in 2015, my husband suffered a medical illness. And he was young, right? And he was working hard and our business was skyrocketing. He was doing sales coaching and training. And at that time, he was making a living writing books, creating courses and content and speaking, just like on this video. But because of a stroke that he suffered, just basically in one morning, he lost his ability to be able to make a living in what he loved to do most. He lost the ability to be able to read, write, and speak. And 6 years later, here he is, yes, helping me edit videos, but it's taken him a lot of time. And it was very difficult for us as a family, me having two young girls and him not having the proper protection. Now, there are life insurance policies, and if you're blessed enough and have been conscious enough, you and or your partner likely have one. But the question is, do you have the new kind? The new kind helps you protect in case there are situations like with my husband where he had a stroke. Had he had a policy in place like this, it would have been able to give us money until he recovered. So we wouldn't have had to wait until he died to be able to access those funds. And number three, I really encourage you to take a moment and think about, if you're gone, are the people in your life going to have the kind of life that you desire for them? Is their life going to be easier or harder when you're gone? For my grandma, another story, and we all probably know someone, right? You probably know someone in your life that recently had someone pass away and they were not prepared. Maybe they created a GoFundMe campaign. When my grandma lost her husband, my grandfather, who I did not meet, he basically left her with a lot of business bills and almost had their house taken away because he didn't have the proper coverage and protection for her. So she had 14 kids. I know 14 kids is a lot of kids. Right? It's not very common to have that many kids. But what she did, she's like, I'm not going to, have these kids starve. So she brought half of her kids over here, which were about 6 kids, to come to work to America so that they can send money back to Mexico so that they could pay the business debts and be able to keep their home. My mom, who was the youngest of all the kids, really suffered because she didn't have both her parents. And if my grandfather would have taken the time or had watched this video, there was actually this type of videos available for him, I have a feeling he would have wanted to make sure his kids and my grandmother were okay, but he didn't. You're watching this video for a reason, so I really encourage you to reach out to me and my team so that we are able to help guide you and find out if you are properly protected, you've got the new kind of insurance, and we're making sure that you really are leaving your family in the position that you want to, or that you yourself are left in the position that you deserve in case something were to happen. We don't want to talk about these sad things, right? But it's unavoidable. We all know that at some point, either ourselves or someone that we know is going to pass away. And we want to make sure that our family is in the right position in case something were to happen. So if you're watching this video, the reason is that you have been thinking about, am I properly protected? Is my family properly protected in case someone in my family were to lose their income? Right now, as you're watching this video, I want you to take a sheet out if you haven't already and just make a list of what are your current expenses. That includes your credit cards that you're paying, your groceries, your utility bills. If you have a mortgage, how much is the mortgage? If you don't have a specific worksheet to work out of, go ahead and message me. I will send you a special form you can fill out. And when you fill that out, you'll also have access to that free consultation. So part of what we do is a financial needs analysis. We uncover, based on your current income and expenses and your goals, what are your true needs for where you want to get to. And the first step of the process is writing down exactly what are your current expenses. Most Americans spend an average of $800 to $1,200 eating out. Hey, I know if you're watching this video, after COVID, during COVID, you're probably saying, hey, those expenses have probably gone down quite significantly, but most people have expenses including eating out or maybe subscriptions that you're not keeping a tab on. So this will be a great opportunity for you to really make a list of what you're spending money on this month. I'll continue to expand more of that on another video, but for now, just make a list of your expenses and income and send me a message if you'd like access to that free document. We'll actually leave a link here so you can fill out a form and we'll make sure to get it to you just to make it easier. My name is Tanya Flores. I am a realtor with eXp Realty, and we have a financial planning practice where we provide free financial coaching to be able to make sure you're properly protected and are able to grow your wealth and impact. I am truly passionate about helping women and families be able to design a life where they are happy with the results and they're having impact for their family and those around them. I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that you're already subscribed to the channel. If you're not, make sure you subscribe, turn on the little bell, turn on those notifications on social media so that we will stay updated for any future videos. As a reminder, we are at tanyaflores.tv. I encourage you to visit the site. We have access to more videos and resources to help you grow your wealth and impact, and we look forward to seeing you there. Have a beautiful day. Talk to you soon.